Good day, grade 6. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Maestro Matuto. But before I proceed to our lesson, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more mathematics video. Mathematics 6, Quarter 3, Week 2. Number sequences and patterns. Let's start. Every day, we can see many patterns. Patterns are repetitive sequences and can be found in nature. Shapes, events, sets of numbers, and almost everywhere you care to look. The following illustrations are samples of patterns. The petals of a sunflower form a pattern. Snowflakes form a pattern too. In these sets of patterns, we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think you know the next, 6, 7, 8, 9. In this second pattern, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yes, of course, 12, 14. The next is 13, 27, 41, 55, 69. And the fraction is 1 half, 2 fourth, 3 6, 4 8, 5 10, 6 12. Have you ever heard the word Fibonacci? One of the most famous patterns in numbers is the Fibonacci sequence. The Fibonacci sequence is a special series of numbers. In Fibonacci sequence, the next number is formed by adding the two numbers before it. Another pattern in number sequence is called arithmetic sequence. It is a sequence of numbers where the difference between the consecutive numbers is constant. The behavior of the arithmetic progression depends on the common difference. In this case, Fibonacci sequence is 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, and 21. So we're going to add the preceding number. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So 2 plus 1 is 3. So 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. And 13 plus 8 is 21. And 21 plus 13 is 34. Have you observed the sequence of the patterns? Yes, it is great. In Fibonacci, we have n sub 1 is equals to 1, n sub 2 is equals to 1, n sub 3 is equals to 2, and then n sub 4 is equals to 3, n sub 5 is equals to 5, n sub 6 is equals to 8, and sub 7 is equals to 13. To find the rule for the 90th term in an arithmetic sequence, you may consider these steps. Make a table with 5 columns and write the position of the terms. So we have first, second, third, fourth, and so on in the first column. B. Put the terms in the second column according to their order in the sequence. C. Find the common difference and write it on the third column. D. Multiply the common difference with the numbers in the first column, then indicate the product on the fourth column. Write the difference of the term subtracted by the n number in the fifth column. So this column is an example of sequence of values followed by a pattern by multiplying each term by a fixed amount non-zero. It is referred as geometric sequence. 3, 6, 12, 24, and 48. In the geometric sequence above, the next number is obtained by multiplying the previous number by 2. Here are the examples. So we have 3, 6, 12, 24, and 48. So as you observe, we multiply by 2. So 3 times 2 is 6, 6 times 2 is 12, 12 times 2 is 24, and 24 times 2 is 48. So the pattern 3, 6, 12, 24, and 48 is multiplied by 2. The number being multiplied is called common ratio. In the given geometric sequence, the common ratio is 2. In this case, A sub n is equals to A sub 1. As you can see, n is equals to 1. So R, we have n minus n. So n is the nth term or the missing term. 1 is also termed as first term, and R is the common ratio. So n minus 1 is the ordinal number of the missing term in the sequence. In this sequence, we have 3, 6, 9, and 12 in the first example. The rule is every term after the first is obtained by adding 3 to the number preceding it. So 0 plus 3 is 3. As you observe, 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 3 is 9, and 9 plus 3 is 12. So as you can see, 3n, it means 3 times n, or the number you're going to multiply with it. So we have 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 4 is 12. So 3 times 5 is 15, 3 times 6 is 18, and 3 times 7 is 21. In sequence letter B, we have 1, 4, 9, and 16. So multiply the counting numbers by itself, squaring the counting numbers. So 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 3 is 9, 4 times 4 is 16, and of course, 5 times 5 is 25, 6 times 6 is 36, and 7 times 7 is 49. So the nth term rule is 9 to the second power. In this sequence, letter C, we have 1/2, 1/3, and 1/4. The numerator in this sequence is constant. The denominator is obtained by adding 1 after the others. So we have 1/2, or 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, the numerator is 3, and the denominator is 3 rather. So 1 over 1 plus 3 is 4. So 1/2, 1/3, and 1/4. In this nth term rule, so we have n plus 1. So we're going to add from the original number. So the next three terms is 1/5, 1/6, and 1/7. So in letter D sequence is we have 3, 1, -1, and -3. The rule is every term after the first is obtained by adding -2 to the number preceding in it, 3. So 3 plus -2, and 1 plus -2, and -1 plus -2. So the nth term is negative 2, n minus 1, plus, or 5 minus 2n, and so on. So the next term is negative 5, negative 7, and negative 9. It's trivia time! Did you know? The Fibonacci sequence is a special series of numbers made by Leonardo Pisano Bigoglio, also known as Leonardo Fibonacci. Fibonacci Fibonacci is a mathematician was born in 1170, possible in Italy. Find the next three terms in each sequence, then write the rule for finding the nth term. Write your answer on a sheet of paper. In number 1, 2, 6, 18, what is the rule? If your answer is 54, 162, 486, the rule is multiply the previous term by 2 to find the next term. 1 half, 1 fourth, 1 eighth, 1/16 is what rule? If your answer is 1 and 32 or 32nd, 1 and 64th, 1 and 128, the rule is multiply the previous term to find the next term. 1, 4, 16 is what rule? So 1, 4, and 16 followed by 64, 256, 1024. Square the previous term to find the next term. So the square root of 1 is 4, the square root of 4 is 16, the square root of 16 is 64, and so on. Let us move on in math challenge. Have you ever been given an extra allowance for your diligence in your studies? Let's have a challenge. As your mother's treat for your hard work on your studies, she decided to increase your monthly school allowance. On the first month, she gave you 500 pesos, 575 pesos on the second month, and 650 pesos on the third month, and so on. If you continue to do well on your schooling, the question is, how much allowance will you receive on the 7th month? Second, what will you do to maintain your good academic performance? This is Master Matutulib Shitsat. Keep on studying and your life will be happy. See you next week. Don't forget to share.